One of the ways I started saving money was making everything myself at home. So I make my own pancake mix. It's super easy and it's only 8 ingredients. It's stuff that you always have around the house if you like to bake and cook. So I'll show you really quickly. One of my favorite things to do is cook, and I purchased on Amazon a cookbook that I could write my favorite recipes in. So I wouldn't have a million cookbooks laying around, and I only have 1 or 2 recipes out of that one cookbook that I really like. So I combined all the recipes that I really like and I put them in this cookbook. They have different covers that you could pick up on Amazon, but it's a blank recipe book. And I have even recipe cards in here. But you could write down all the recipes that you like and the pages, so you know the page number they're on. And I have tons of different recipes in here, and some cards that I snuck in with recipes. Sometimes I have to write them in, and then I will give the papers to my mother so she could enjoy the recipe as well, not just me. So this recipe is called Eggless Pancakes. I will leave the recipe down below in the description if you want to make this recipe at home. My kids love quick and easy pancakes. I've tried so many different recipes of pancakes that I love this one. They're nice, fluffy, and they don't use eggs. I've tried the recipes with eggs, but I think the eggs weigh them down instead of making them more fluffy. I know you can take the egg whites and beat them and fold them in to try to make them fluffy, but with this recipe I think it works perfectly fine with no eggs. And I have this Pampered Chef, I think it's 8 cups, 2 quarts. I love it because I could actually pour the pancakes out, and I could double or triple the batch in here and it works out perfect. So you need 2 cups of flour. I'm doubling the recipe. I make my own vanilla. All this is vanilla beans soaked in vodka. Upfront cost, it's a lot more money, but you could have it for up to 5 years. You just keep refilling it with more vodka. So this is probably my 2nd or 3rd batch. You could use other liquors too. But in the long run, it saves you money. I even use vanilla beans in my sugar. It gives it a nice smell and flavor. I like to let this sit for a minute because it has baking soda and baking powder, and I want it to activate to make those pancakes nice and fluffy. So I'll put that aside and start heating up my cast iron. I love using cast iron, but one of the tricks is to not get it to stick is make sure it's heated up. Because if you throw eggs in a cold cast iron, they will stick. Cast iron is nice and hot. Pour the pancake mix in. I sprayed some ham on there. To know when a pancake is done, wait till it starts bubbling on the top in the middle. And it looks kind of dry on the edges. I don't know if you can see that. And then poof, I'm making pancakes. And he's making a disaster by pulling all my pots and pans out. You having fun? See, non-stick. Another trick with cast iron, you don't have to cook as high of heat as you would a stainless steel or a Teflon pan, because it holds its heat. Once it's hot, it holds its heat really well. Another trick to using cast iron is use stainless steel or metal. I have learned that cast iron is very beneficial compared to other pans that you would cook in, like Teflon. Teflon, after a while, it chips and peels off and you're digesting it every time you cook in it. So that's one of the reasons why I switched over to cast iron. Is I don't want to eat a chemical every time you cook, which could cause cancer. Are you enjoying your pancakes? Yeah? Mmm. Yum yum, right? It's good. You can even add blueberries. I freeze blueberries. So I freeze blueberries for blueberry pancakes, blueberry muffins, blueberry bread, smoothies. Either I'll purchase them, like this year they had a sale where it was, I believe, 6 pints of blueberries for $3.99, which was a steal. I grabbed a whole bunch of those. In late June, early July, I love going blueberry picking, and I freeze them all, and I'll use them throughout the winter. I do have some blueberry plants outside my house, but they're not producing as much, and every single time we go out there, we're picking the blueberries and eating them right off the tree, so they don't last that long.